Okay, so officially I'm gonna dip my toes in the Kendrick and Drake beef. I don't really have any, dog in the fight. When it comes to these two rappers, I appreciate them both. I have been following Drake for years. I don't know much about his personal life. Kendrick Lamar, he's a pretty good rapper. I think he has a lot of good music. But once again, they have beef and there's a lot of opinions out there in social media, so we're gonna talk a little bit about it. And I'm not gonna talk about them as rappers, I'm not gonna talk about them as people, but we are gonna compare what fragrances they wear. And see which fragrance between Drake's favorite fragrance and Kendrick's favorite fragrance, which one I like better. I think that's the best way to squash this beef. What do you think? So anyway, if you guys are interested in this video, definitely stay tuned. Okay, we're gonna start with Drake's favorite fragrance. Now, if you don't know who Drake is, he is right up here. And Drake is a rapper that started off in the Toronto area of Canada. And he was on the show Degrassi, where he played a disabled student of a high school. And he became a rapper, kind of hooked up with the likes of people like Kanye and all them, and started making music. And his early music was really good. I liked a lot of what he was doing. As he got older and his music matured, he started making some classics. I really like his music. Apparently he has some issues with his private life. I don't know anything about it. So I looked into it and I figured, what fragrance does Drake wear? And the one that popped up online the most was this fragrance right here, which is Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. And apparently he has a song about it. I don't know. Let me know if that's something that's true or not. Apparently he has a song about Tuscan Leather. I do own a clone of Tuscan Leather, and this is by the house of Millstone, and this one is called Tuscany Leather. And I apologize, my bottle has a little bit of damage. I dropped it. I'm sorry about that. So Tuscany Leather is similar in vibe to Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. The only difference that you get with this one is that you do get a bit of a raspberry note in there. So you've got that deep, rich leather, similar to what you would get if you were smelling someone who was riding a Harley Davidson or wearing like a leather jacket or something like that. It's a very dark leather. I've compared this to like the inside of an Italian sports car. So it's dark leather with a hint of raspberry. That's what you get with this fragrance. And it's a really nice one. I really like it. Definitely, oh yeah. By the way, if you like Tuscan Leather and you don't have hundreds of dollars to spend, this is a really good one. They sell it at like places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and you can pick it up for sub 20 bucks. It's a really good deal. And it smells really rich, super long lasting, and almost identical to the original. So that's a really good one to check out. And so let's get into Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar's #1 fragrance apparently is this one right here, which is L'Immensité by Louis Vuitton. Now, I know he really likes to wear Louis Vuitton. He's worn Louis Vuitton in a lot of his appearances. He wore it to the halftime show during the Super Bowl in 2022. And, a lot of celebrities like to rock the Louis Vuitton. Once again, I do not own Louis Vuitton L'Immensité. I don't have, that much money to spend on fragrances, unfortunately. But I do have the clone, which is going to be this one right here, which is Jean Lo Immortal. And you can pick this up for like sub 40 bucks online. Really good deal. And the presentation is almost identical to the Louis Vuitton fragrance. Now, I sprayed on this hand, so I'm gonna spray on this hand. So this is gonna give you vibes of, this one's been compared to fragrances like Tiger by Bulgari. It is slightly fougere-ish with a nice fresh woody tone to it. I really like this one. This one is one of my favorites in my collection, and the presentation on this is absolutely gorgeous. They did it just like the Louis Vuitton with the capsule, and you open it and then there's another box. No, there's a box and then there's a capsule inside, and then you lift it out and you've got the bottle. And this bottle is beautiful, magnetic cap, and look at the atomizer. Beautiful. So this one is a really good one. So which one do I like better? Do I like the L'Immensité better, or do I like Tuscan Leather better? Well, in my opinion, when it comes to Tom Ford leather fragrances, Ombre Leather really is the best, in my opinion. I think Tuscan Leather is a great one, but I think Ombre Leather is just a little bit better. When it comes to Louis Vuitton fragrances, I love L'Immensité. I think it's one of those fragrances that is so unique, so beautiful, such a just gorgeous, anytime fragrance. You cannot wear Tuscan Leather anytime. That is something that's gonna be more for nighttime wear, cooler weather, things like that. When it comes to L'Immensité, anytime, you could wear it in the winter, you could wear it in the summer, fall, anytime, day, night, doesn't matter. And L'Immensité is just it's way more. Lemon-Cité is not as volatile as Tuscan leather is. I think Tuscan leather is just a bit more challenging to wear, not for everyone. But don't get me wrong, it's a very nice fragrance. So in my opinion, I'm gonna have to go with Lemon-Cité, which is the John Lowe Immortal Cologne. You could, once again, you could pick this up for like 40 bucks online, really great deal. But I have to give it to Lemon-Cité. So in this case, Kendrick Lamar wins the fragrance beef between Kendrick and Drake, and I have to give it to him. Drake is a wonderful guy. I'm sure he wears other fragrances too, but this seems to be the one that pops up online the most. But hey, from what I can Google, I think, you know, Kendrick just has him inched out just a little bit with fragrances. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Celebrity Scents. The videos are really fun to do, and I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and as always, have a fragrant state of mind.